Here is a tutorial video on how to use the Timer and Score GameCraft score clock. This is just what the score clock looks like from the front. So the first thing that you'll do is you'll turn on the clock by clicking this button here. All the lights will start to come on, but you just have to give it a minute until it fully starts. Once you see the time change and the shot clock is up, then you can begin. So the first thing here is the buttons that allows you to set the time. So they go up and down by a minute. So whether that's for a quarter or a timeout, you just click the button and it goes up and down for a minute. The buttons beside it are for seconds, so you can go however many seconds you'd like. So the top button adds it and the bottom button takes it away. Once you've got the score clock on and you're getting ready to start the game, you'll want to set how long the quarter or shift will be. So whether that's 10 minutes or 8 minutes, you just click that until you have the right amount of time and then the game can start. The last thing actually to do before the game starts is to set the quarter. So basically this button here, you just click it. Every time you click it, the quarter changes. So to start the game, you'd want to just click it once, and then if you want to go to the second quarter, you click it again until the fourth quarter. It's nice because the lights can show you what quarter you're at, so this would be the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So the number in the far right corner, that's the shot clock. So it depends on the age whether they use a shot clock or not. But basically there's numbers just like setting the time up and down by the second, which you can adjust the shot clock. So if they don't have a shot clock, you can just put it right down to 0 and do the game like that. And that way the game just stays without a shot clock. However, if they do have a shot clock, you can set the number to whatever their shot clock is, whether it's 24 seconds or 30 seconds, and then it will just go with the time. The next part is pretty simple. It's just how to start and stop the clock. So it's just this big button here that says start stop. Basically you just press it, and then if there's a whistle or stoppage of play, you just press it again and it'll stop. As you can see here, the shot clock's at 0, so this would be when there's no shot clock for the age group. You just press stop and start, and the shot clock will just stay at 0 as the clock goes down. If you happen to make a mistake and let the clock run too long or not stop it fast enough and the refs tell you to change the time, you can just press stop, and then you can add some more time to the clock and then keep going. Next up is how to keep score. So basically there's two buttons, one adds a point and one takes one away, and there's a set of them for each team. So the set on the right is for the team on your right, and the set on the left is for the team on your left. So basically if somebody scores, you can just add a point, add as many points as you want, and then you can also take them away, which is really nice if you make a mistake. So basically it says the team on the right is home and the team on the left is guest. However, most people just would do whatever team is sitting on their right, they would do on the right, and the team on the left, they would do on the left, because it's easier when people are looking at the score to follow that way. It's super easy, just push the button to add one, press the other button to take one away. There's a button here in the middle that's basically if my guess is you make a big mistake. I'm not really sure why you would use it, but let's say the score is 10-5. If you do need to flip the scores for some reason, you just click this button right in the middle, and it swaps the two scores if needed. It's a quick way to do that. Next is keeping track of fouls. It's pretty simple. There's a button on the right for the team on the right, button on the left for the team on the left. You just click it once if somebody fouls, and that adds a foul. And you do the same for both sides. Keep in mind, if a team gets up to 5 fouls, that's bonus. And there are actually buttons that you can click when a team's in bonus. But basically you just click the button one time if somebody fouls. Here are the two bonus buttons, so that the one on the right would be the team on the right, the one on the left would be the team on the left. So basically if they get up to 5 fouls, you can click that button which turns on the bonus sign, so everybody knows that they're in bonus. You can also click the bonus button again and the light will turn off, meaning that the team is no longer in bonus. So this could be done at the end of the quarter. So you would only do it if a team has 5 fouls. You would click their bonus button, it would turn on. Then at the end of the quarter, you would reset the fouls and turn off the bonus sign. This clear button is to clear the fouls. Next, some refs want you to use the possession arrow. It's quite easy, so after the jump ball happens, whatever team wins it, for example, you would click their side, and then every time that there's a jump ball, you would click the other side, and they would just switch back and forth. So right now, the possession would go to the team on your left. And then there's a jump ball, and you would click the other team. So basically it just goes back and forth the whole game, every jump ball that there is. Next is the horn button. So this would be used if there were subs at the table, or if somebody wanted to call a timeout, or you just had to get the ref's attention. And it's this orange button near the bottom left that I pressed, and you can just press it and it makes a loud horn. You can click the button above it if you want the horn to be more quiet if it's a small gym, but basically you just click that button and the horn will go. So that's basically it. Just to review, when you get started with the game, you want to turn the clock on like this, give it a second until all the numbers are lit, and then once they're lit, you'll start setting your time for your quarter. So right now it says 8 minutes, you can change it to 10, then you'll click the quarter button so you can say the first quarter, decide if you want to use the shot clock or not, and then you just keep score, plus or minus, and the red button is the stop start for the time.